I guess I should say something, right?
Oh gosh,
Yeah, I mean, I got 12 viewers now.
13.
13? Oh my gosh, that's a lot of people, Ross. What's happening?
Everybody wanted this, man.
All right.
Don Brown says ready for action, sir.
Don Brown ready for action. All right. Well, but first, let's talk about this past weekend. Let me turn this down. There we go. Jeesh. All right. So, Ross, you know what this weekend was?
What was it?
The beginning of scrimmages, beginning of preseason.
Was it the beginning?
I think the first one I've heard of all year, first scrimmage of the year, Browns and Green Machine last Saturday in Greencastle, Pennsylvania.
It's a good field. Good field.
Good field, and I'll tell you, two teams that I look forward to seeing this past season or this next season in the Keystone Flag Football League. But first, let's talk about that real quickly. This game was nothing for the most part. The Green Machine dominated. It was a shutout, I do believe, of a score of 25-0. The Browns were just overmatched, overwhelmed, but they were undermanned. That was the one thing I noticed. The film is on YouTube. I will confirm. It is on the Keystone Flag Football page, as you see right here in front of the screen. You can subscribe to that right now. However, it's an unlisted link. Only you can get it from a Browns or Green Machine member. I will not publicly release it until after the beginning of the season, out of respect for both teams.
I didn't think that.
Yep, but it will be on there. It was a good scrimmage. Like I said, 25-0. Green Machine won. Green Machine has some talent.
Green Machine, they're wearing black, right?
They were wearing multiple collars in that game.
I saw mostly black.
Mostly black, though, yeah. Some old school Survivor jerseys. From what I can tell, this is the Survivors. This team is the Survivors. They've come to Keystone. Some of their old core guys are there. I saw them this weekend. Like I said, I won't say who they are till week one because, out of respect to the rosters. But it's very much a Daniel Taylor team. And I'll tell you, they look pretty good. Browns, on the other hand, undermanned, just didn't have it. And in the end, just not enough. 25-0 was the final of that one. Not even close. But I'll tell you, a lot of things went down in Greencastle on Saturday. Not only was it just that Browns and Green Machine scrimmage, but we also had Killer Bees and Broadaxe both practicing on the other field. My evaluation from both of those practices, Killer Bees, they look sharp. They got something going on right now. I feel like Cardi and company are bringing a pretty decent competitive team into Keystone. They were number 2 last season in the league. I think they have a shot at contending for that number 2 spot this season, depending on who all is there. We're going to get some Keystone discussion as well as some WCFFL talk tonight because there is a lot going on right now.
Right.
We are in that time of the year where it's crunch time. It is time to get serious about what is happening. Because we are right now
starting to get a little springy around here.
Oh, yeah. Spring is definitely sprung here in our region. I can't say up in this county because we're all in Pennsylvania this spring.
Sure
we'll be in PA, whether it be Shippensburg for Keystone or Greencastle for County. But as I mentioned, Killer Bees looked pretty good. They have something going. Personally, I'd like to see them and Broadaxe get together and scrimmage up there. Broadaxe had a practice at 12:30 following the Browns Green Machine game. Can't really take much out of that practice. They had some of their core guys there. I'd say about 15 of their guys showed up. They were full in the trenches. They had some volunteers come over from the Green Machine practice to help out and fill in spots. Yeah, and I feel like
that's what we should just decide as a league is if we can go up there around Sunday around like 1.
I'd say, you know what?
Everybody go there on Sunday at 1.
Here's the thing.
It seemed like it was that way.
Well, here's the thing about it. I've noticed this about
That
Greencastle.
fields, man, you really don't have too much to worry about.
No,
As long as people aren't stupid.
yeah, this is just don't be stupid. I don't think anybody pays attention to those fields up there.
The turf, man.
Yeah, but I don't think anybody's monitoring them. Go up there and practice. Go ahead, get some bump in. Ross, I know you guys are supposed to be there on Sunday.
There's gonna be a couple of us out there.
I'm hearing you, Immortals, and the Green Machine will all be practicing there. So we'll be scrimmaging each other on Sunday.
Practicing, something like that.
Yeah. I also know, however, we have another one coming in this weekend, Saturday, the rematch of the B Bracket Championship game. Are you ready for it?
I wouldn't call it all that, man.
It's a rematch. They're going to face off.
By technicality, sure.
You're telling me you're not excited for this Spartans and program matchup? The Cramley keeps growing. Did you see the big signings they had?
Yeah.
Sean Parker?
I think they're the guys with. I think they're the team with 97 guys or whatever that Nate said.
97?
Yeah.
I think, let me tell you, the Cramley just keeps getting bigger and bigger. Sean Parker, Juan Chavez being brought in, Tim Kadrewski. Telling you, there's a lot of adrenaline rushing in that team. And I'm excited to see what they're going to bring to the table. The program, in a season where there's no ADR, they may just be your preseason number one. And anybody who wants to call in tonight, inbox me real quick, and we'll get you on. Rome says the Warriors still got 100 players, Ross.
Huh. 100 players.
100 players. I mean,
we got a solid 15.
I mean, I've seen your Ross group page. There's like 74 people in there at least. That's a lot of people, Ross.
I don't know what you're talking about. What group page?
But anyways, anywho, anyhow, like I said, we are taking call-ins tonight from anybody who wants.
We got 150.
150?
Declaring right now.
100. What are you going to bring in? A different roster every game?
The Giants were discussing. We absorbed them.
You're going to absorb the Giants?
Pure Chaos was the discussion. We absorbed them.
You're absorbing Pure Chaos too?
Everybody. We got everybody in the league.
I do know that we may have to pay tribute to Eric Miller's team, that guy who kept being tagged in posts. I have found out that he is no longer fielding a team, so that team will not be happening. So let's all have a moment of silence in memory of that squad, and we'll move on. Anywho.
I mean, everybody wanted Tim to go live, and he's on here commenting, so, like, I thought he was busy.
Tim, are you going to go live or not? He's saying in the comments, if you're going to go live, say something right now. I'll call you in. Considering everybody else has kind of vanished on me. Or isn't answering their messages. But, that happens. But anyways, I'm excited for this weekend, Ross. Program Spartans. And, Don Brown has had the Spartans out there practicing every single week. I've been told for about a month now. Month and a half, 2 months. Like, they've been at it. This Spartans team is ready. They are going at it full speed. And I'm really excited to see what they can bring to the table. Especially as we look forward to the scrimmage on Saturday with the program. What do you think, Ross? Okay, nothing? Perfect. Better yet, I wonder, what does Don think? Because he's the first one to answer me. Appreciate it, Don. But what does – oh, come on. There we go. Now it's working. Perfect. That takes forever. I can't wait to get a new setup. So that way we're not sharing my screen or doing this.
Right.
Hey, big guy.
What up?
It's dark, man. I can't see you.
I got it that way.
Okay, I understand, sir.
Low key and under the radar.
As long as you got clothes on, I'm fine.
I got clothes on, buddy. I'm not going that far.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah, I'm getting kind of old. I'm not in the youth like you guys anymore.
So anyways, Don, Saturday, you guys will be facing off against the program. I believe this is the first time you guys have scrimmaged against any team.
That is correct, sir. And, I honestly don't know how this got so blowed up and all hyped up and like it's some big game. It's kind of crazy. I did ask Brian and some of the refs, I'd kick them a couple bucks to come out and, just like an NFL scrimmage, you have refs there to, help with mistakes, this, that, and the other. But it's not going to be a live beat-up game because, for one, we are kind of growing into a semi-rivalry, and love all the guys live, J-Dub, everybody over at the program, default, love everybody over there, but you know how testosterone flies beginning of the spring season and everybody getting ready to go. I just don't want to see anybody get roughed up, so to speak, before the season. So, I mean, it's, we'll talk about how we're going to get it going when we get there. I'd like to see, a couple 10-on-10 series, just 10 plays, and, just get some things worked out and going, and then maybe do a half a game of, actual live scrimmage driving up and down the field, see how that works out. But I'm really thrilled about all the excitement this is gathered. Now, I will have a good portion of my team there, but there are going to be some key players, that won't be there, which I'm not trying to make excuses. That's just kind of the fact of life, you know what I mean?
Right. Hey,
So,
it doesn't count to wins or losses. It's just how you come out there and look.
Yes and no. This is kind of like the mid-season of our practice season, so to speak. So this is going to be a good gauge on how things work and see what we need to keep improving and building on before the season actually gets here. I mean, everybody knows programs come in stacked. So, if we can put a couple drives together and make some things happen, some good things, then we'll know what to work on in the upcoming weeks before the two seasons starts, which I want to be in the KFFL, but all depends on how things go Saturday, if we're up there or not. So it's not 100%, but, we'll see Saturday. I'll definitely have something by then.
I would love for you to be in Keystone, Don. I feel like you all will bring a lot to the table up there. It would benefit you guys in terms of preparing yourselves for Saturdays and Sundays. I feel like it's definitely a good league for you to get experience in. I feel like it would help out a lot.
Oh, absolutely. The more playing time you get with one unit, obviously the more gel time and the better they're going to get as a unit. There's no doubt about that. So we'll see. I mean, I'm pushing for it. I've already cut one player due to attitude. I'm not going to mention any names. We'll let it go that way.
Oh, wow.
Oh, snap.
Yeah. So my one lineman, who has been gracious enough to keep coming to practice, Ricio.
Hey, shout out to him. He
I like
was
that
big
guy.
on Team Blunt Talk.
I like that guy.
I like him too.
I like that guy.
Yes. He will be helping me on the side or behind the offense, timing snaps, checking off drops, checking off sacks, checking off who's doing what, who's failing, who's weakened. I mean, this is for me as well as the players to show out, but for me to say, hey, okay, this may move you up, this may move you down. Like everybody knows, my motto is best nine on the field. And I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings, but it's about the team. Not even me. It's about the team and giving those guys the best opportunity to win. And so that's what we're about, and that's what we're going to see.
And I'm looking forward to it. I am thinking about riding over. I thought about doing another test stream. You were there last week for that stream,
Yes.
Don. What were your thoughts on that Green Machine Brown scrimmage?
Definitely, I have to agree with everything you said. I mean, they've got some work to do. Definitely. I could see both those teams being a rivalry, a good battle up in Keystone. But they've got a long ways to go. Just my opinion. Nothing against any of those guys up there. I just think they've got a long ways to go. Now that one linebacker from the Browns, tall white dude, always wore his hat backwards.
I know who you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, he's good. I would love to have him. That guy, I don't think he misses flags.
Hey, ask him what he's doing on Sundays.
Not to mention, he's not afraid to get physical either. I've watched him over the years, even when I was reffing up there. It'd be pretty good. But you said, did I hear you correctly? Chaos is not in the league?
Chaos is still in there. The team that is out was a guy by the name of Eric Miller, who kept getting tagged in a lot of posts, and his buddy Leroy was a former player of mine who's been telling me for years that they're bringing the team in. Seemed like it was going to happen this time. I started seeing him be tagged and stuff, but unfortunately I found out they will not be joining our league. So right now we're down to 11 prospective teams.
That's still a good-sized league.
Oh, yeah.
I'm anxious and almost can't wait. Well, I ain't gonna lie, I can't wait.
I can't wait either.
Old Ross has coming to the table. Heard he had some good key pickups. We've had a few good key pickups. And then we've had some pickups that kind of came out of nowhere. So, I mean, you know, kind of stoked. Nervous, but stoked all at the same time.
It's going to be an awesome spring ahead. I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, I kind of
Yes, very much so.
Lena started, yeah. That's why I'm glad we're all having these little collaborations in the off season. These get-togethers will do nothing but help us grow.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, not to mention you and what you do for the league. I mean, shit. Kudos to Joey.
Thank you, Don. Thank you.
Without the blaze on fire, I mean, you know, all we are is teams trying to play.
I appreciate that.
All kudos to you, sir. All kudos.
And kudos to you, Don.
Well, we're trying. We're going to see what we can build. Like I said, it's these guys have put it together, and you know, they're working hard. And you know, we picked up another long snapper. Keenan's not going to be 4 to 5 yards behind center anymore.
Oh, Keenan's going at 7, 8 yards back now.
Yeah, he's going to be close to 8, between 7 to 10 yards back. That way, which is what I've been trying to do for a long time. And so we got 2 centers that can do that, and they snap, and it's not coming floating back; it's coming flying back, like out of a cannon. So I think that'll help him be able to get the ball quicker, get up and look at his reads quicker. So we'll see. I'm anxious, especially for Saturday. Nervous, but anxious.
I'm excited. It's going to be a good game.
Yes. Again, not a game, a scrimmage.
Oh, but I know everybody's going to come out. They're going to be ready to ball. Everybody's been waiting there to get some bump. It's been 3 long months without real ball for a lot of these guys.
You're right, brother. You're absolutely right. I mean, my guys are all chomping at the bit, and I'm sure program's all chomping at the bit.
I'll be honest, Don, I really hope to see you grow the Spartan brand out this spring. We talked about it, you and I, back at the meeting at the league banquet back in a few weeks ago. I really think this is your all's opportunity to grow this spring in more ways than one.
When I put my next jersey order in, of course I have to with the addition of the players, I got one coming for you too. Like I said,
awesome.
111, number 1 broadcaster, number 1 for the league, the man, Joey Blaze.
Thank you, Don. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. So when you start doing your other shows and have jerseys up there, I expect to see that one hanging up there too.
Yeah, we got to work on hanging up the jerseys again. I kind of missed that.
Yeah, I always thought that was a cool backdrop.
Yeah, I missed that backdrop a lot.
you can only get so many up there at one time.
But it was always a good visual.
Yes, absolutely.
But anyways, Don, thank you for joining us tonight.
Thank you for having me.
Look forward to seeing you again very soon.
Yes, me too.
All right. I'll see you, Don.
Man. You guys have a good night. 4:30 going to come early for me.
Oh, yeah. Get to bed, brother.
See you guys in the spring.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye. Don Brown joining us. Well, let's talk to the newest edition of the program as of, what was it, 6:30? Something like that.
Yeah.
My accent slipped a little bit. 30. Ugh. Let's see what Tim Krajewski thinks. Tim, welcome to the show.
Hey, what's up, Joey? How you doing, bro?
I'm doing great, sir. How about you?
Man, I'm feeling better than ever, and if my comments don't show that earlier, then something's not adding up, right?
Right. No, I feel you.
Man,
As
you
a
can
beer,
ask-
as a
yeah,
former beer drinking fat lineman.
You can ask any of my former captains, though. I'm talking about Damien, and I got a lot of stuff triggering my mind right now. I got Damien has been my brother. I'm only in Washington County Flag Football League because of Damien. If it wasn't for Damien, I would never have the opportunity to play in this league. Because he's treated me like a brother since Damien came into my work. Me and him work at the same warehouse, and he's a manager above me. And I played against him in some random 8-man league. And he played offensive tackle against me when I played defensive end. And honestly, I didn't even record any sacks that game. But he said, bro, you go so hard every play. He said, I want you to come on ADR. And I went on ADR. I mean, I had an alright rookie year. I had 3 sacks, a pass deflection. I had over double digits tackles for loss. I mean, man, I'm doing my thing for a rookie on ADR. Would you agree?
I think you did good, man. I mean, you rotated in a very heavy defensive line, so it's hard to get noticed when you got guys like AJ and Lance on there.
AJ, Lance, Mayo.
You did work. You really did.
All them guys, man. I mean,
But
imagine any of these other linemen from these other teams dissing me, talking about trash. Imagine you got to fight to get to the ball with these guys. They're fighting to get to the ball with guys that I'm not dissing. I'm not trying to diss anybody, but they're not in their tier. You know what I mean?
Now what?
Can you repeat that?
They are not in their tier. They are not in the same level as these guys.
Okay. No, I see what he's saying.
And then Damien's blitzing up the middle every play. You know what happens with that? He's getting 3 to 4 sacks a game too. Am I lying?
Dane does get in there whenever that hole opens up. He does get there.
That's what I'm saying, man. And man, I can't believe what's happening with the league this year. I mean, I joined ADR expecting for this team to be around for some years to come. And now they're just gone all of a sudden. Boone's talking about he's not playing for the league. Cannon's gone. I mean, these were definitely people that gave me support. And they definitely saw a lot of promise in me. It is going to be different this year without them. Coley's on the Warriors. I didn't see that coming.
I didn't see that coming either.
Nah, I definitely didn't.
Why not?
I don't know, man. I thought him and the Spartan gang were a little bit closely connected to those Martinsburg guys.
I offered him a blue jersey last season.
Yeah.
I I can't believe it, man. And you know what? I saw a comment I want to bring up earlier. I didn't react to it or anything, but I just saw a comment. Tyler Spencer, he said, if ADR is what they should have been, ADR is dominated, and trust me, I'm not saying I'm a part of this whole legacy, but ADR has dominated the league for what, 3 seasons now, 3 championships? It's a three-peat for them, right?
Three-peat. Last team to take them down was the affiliates.
Yeah, they should be traveling the league by now. They should be traveling. They should be in other leagues. They should be trying to dominate somewhere else.
I mean, they tried to go to Maffle last season, but things didn't work out with that.
I mean, they went to nationals this season too, but there just wasn't enough commitment, including for me. I didn't go, and I messed up with that. AJ got hurt, Lance got hurt, and I could have been there to help rotate him on the D-line, and I messed up on that, but I'm not ready for that type of commitment yet. I don't know if y'all saw the comments earlier. I'll be leaving for the Navy pretty soon. Chili's, he's in the same recruiting office as my recruiter. So I don't know if I can even fully commit to this season, but man, I can't believe I'm with the program. A lot of shit is definitely changing this year.
What's those old commercials? Life comes at you fast. From back in
Life
the day?
definitely comes at you fast, man.
It definitely
And
does.
then the whole Kings thing, like a lot of shit been going through my mind. You know about the Kings, Joey.
Great team. I was a huge fan of the Kings back when we had the Stanley Cup championships in the mid part of the decade.
Not that Kings. I'm talking
Go
about
Kings,
Kings.
go!
He
I'm
is
talking
a fan
about
of the
Damian's
Kings.
Kings, and then Damian gets suspended for this bullshit, man.
It's a shame we're not seeing the Kings. I mean, I'm sad that we won't be getting
You got
them.
any words on that? Can I question you a little bit? Do you have any words on that? The suspension of Damian. What is your opinions on that?
My opinion is I inquired to be part of the rules committee at one point. They said no. And because they said no, I had not been a part of it. So I can't really speak for their decision making.
Nah, I feel you. There ain't no hate towards it.
I mean, it's a shame that we're at this point, that things happened the way it did on that day. I'll say that what happened should never occurred in the first place.
Yeah,
It should have never got to that point,
not.
but you know.
And even
I've seen
after,
stranger things in life, you know.
I'm not even gonna sit here and explain the occurrences that involved in between. I'm gonna sit here and say, even after Tom Hoffman said the decision that he's making, Damian was posting in our chat for the Kings that I still want y'all to play together and enter the Washington County Flag Football League. I want y'all to be a team. And I'm talking about James Thompson, Sean Parker, all of us. They wanted all of us to ball together still. And Damian said, I'm going to wait it out. But, man, we just couldn't get enough commitment, I guess. So I had to try to find another team. So, I mean, the first person that ever acknowledged my talent outside of ADR that I've ever played flag football with is the B bracket champion quarterback, Ian Smith. And he hit me up. Well, I remember way back when, after our championship run, when you had the interview with Boone and CJ?
Yeah, they came over. We had a really good night, all of us hanging out at the house.
Yeah. Ian Smith commented on that. He said, Tim Krajewski, a.k.a. Cyclops. If that's what y'all want to call me for the goggles, I guess. Y'all, yeah, if that's where we're getting with that, y'all can call me Cyclops then. He said, he's a dog. And Damian said on post earlier, man, I got more heart than 95% of y'all in this league. Plus, I've been working out in the gym, man. My bench press has went up 40-plus pounds. Every other core lift, I'm talking about my squat, my power clean. I'm telling y'all, I'm going to surprise the league this year if I come out here. And I'm going to surprise it this Saturday, too. I wasn't just saying this shit in no comments. I'm going to say it now on live, too. I'm going to surprise y'all. I'm not no easy target. I'm ready to make big plays this Saturday. And I hope you're out there this Saturday, Joey.
Working on it, man. I got my job's commission, so Saturdays are usually a good day for me to make some money. So it's going to be a little bit of a stretch, but I did make last Saturday for the Green Machine Brown scrimmage. Had a great time with those guys. I definitely had a good time with you all.
Are those teams that are playing in our league?
They'll be playing in the Keystone League.
Where's the Keystone League located?
Shippensburg, Pennsylvania, sir.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Come on, check it out, though. Keystone's awesome.
Is it?
We're going to have a blast this spring up there.
I remember you asked me if I was available for the game versus the Killer Bees last season.
Winter Chiller, I hit you up. Yeah.
Yeah,
You said no to me, though.
Man.
You turned me. You missed out.
I can't go against my brother, though. I can't turn on Dame, man. He's the one that got me in this league.
All good. I understand. Loyalty trumps everything.
I can't go against him. And a lot of people don't even know. I've been practicing with the last couple months for the semi-pro Franklin County Tigers as a quarterback.
Quarterback?
As a quarterback, man.
There you go. That'd be a semi-pro quarterback?
Yeah, I have been. We had a scrimmage last week. I went, if I can remember my stats correctly, I went 6 for 13 for a little over 100 yards. Man, I threw a pick six, too. It wasn't my greatest outage, but it was my first game ever as a quarterback.
I mean, I've seen worse debuts.
That's what I'm saying. We've seen a lot worse right next to each other. But
yeah,
playing quarterback has definitely got me to see the field a lot more and read coverages and even read what the line is going to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm reading the comments section.
Man, all I'm saying, man, is I'm ready to take the league by storm.
And we look forward to seeing what you could do, Tim, this upcoming season on the program. Tim, thank you for joining us tonight.
Hey, CJ said I'm a Lance in the making for a reason.
I can see it. I can definitely see it.
You can see it, but I'm going to show it. Saturday might be a scrimmage, but I ain't showing no letback. Don't nobody scare me in this league.
I see you. I see how you talking to the lineman of this league, man. I saw you.
Yeah, man, I'm not scared.
Hey, I saw you try to jump on Jason Brady.
Jason Brady?
The guy,
Jason Kinsler, you mean?
It's either Brady or Kinsler. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it was Brady.
Kinsler, no, it was Kinsler.
Was it? I can't. It's one of them. It was it was back in November.
Kinsler definitely shut me down. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm gonna be honest about it. Kinsler definitely shut me down. But you know what? That's one of the best linemen in the league. You know what I mean?
Big facts.
Name 5 linemen better than Kinsler.
Hard to say that. He was nominated for. He was one of the nominees for MVP award when we did the Blunt Talk Awards back in December.
I'm talking about offensive. I don't play no offensive line.
That's what I mean. He was nominated for it.
You should play.
So,
Ross says you should play O-line.
Me?
Yeah.
Nah, I can't play no O-line. I barely weigh 200 pounds, man.
So what?
And I'm 6'4".
6'4", 200 pounds. I mean,
you can play O-line.
You can play O-line. Come on, give it a shot, Tim.
Like you said, nobody's beating you to the edge. You should play O-line.
Be guard. If no one can beat you to the edge, you can beat anybody to the edge.
Truthfully, I was a lineman all in high school football. Like I said, I'm only 22 years old, man. I got a lot of potential in this league, and I'm not hating on anybody. Sometimes, just you know how the trash talk. It's blunt talk, uncut for a reason, man.
It's actually for state flag football uncut.
Well, but yeah, you changed after you changed it. But man, I don't hate nobody in this league. I look at everybody.
Yeah, we
as
love you too,
family. I
Tim.
get to play the sport I love against these people and be competitive with them 2 seasons a year. Like I don't got hate towards them, but believe me, I'm gonna talk my shit. And after 1 season, and I was also getting laughed at for getting 3 sacks. Man, I got 3 sacks, a pass deflection, and plus 10 plus tackles for loss. Come on, man.
Okay.
When I'm blitzing with Mayo, AJ Lance, you can't hate on that. From my
Big
first
facts,
season
dude.
ever.
Big facts.
You can't hate on that.
Big
With
facts.
ADR, a team that won 3 championships.
Ah, I hit the wrong button. My bad. Ron says he wants to call because Ant stopped answering me. I'm going uncut tonight. What does Ron even want? Hold on. What's Ron want?
He said he's got something.
Hold on a second. Hold on. What? Hold on. I haven't interviewed Ron in like 2 years, so here we go.
The whole Scram family's
What's up, man? What's up?
First off, aren't you part of the Cramley?
Scram.
I'm part of the Cramley, man.
All right. So, can you speak upon your new teammate Tim?
Hey, listen, man. I don't even know what the fuck y'all was even talking about. Listen, y'all, it was like 3 conversations in one. Everything that y'all was talking about just, I don't know, it's traveled to a whole different conversation. Every single time y'all started on one, y'all just started talking about, keep talking about lifting weights. Like, where did that come from, man?
I mean, he's trying to tell you that he's a very competitive lineman who can go out there and ball. I mean, I believe what he's saying. I mean, I think Tim Kudrowski was very underrated last year. And if I had 5 nominees for Rookie of the Year, he would have been on that list. It's just he didn't make the top 3, and that's the only reason.
I'm not taking nothing away from his skills. To be honest, I don't know what he can do. You know, I ain't taking nothing away from his skills. I'm talking about just his live. Oh my God, he made my night, man. I was bored. He made my night. But as far as what he can do on the field, man, I guess we'll see Saturday. You know, if he come out and play and show his ass, you know, of course he'll get a lot of playing time. You know, we got a good rotation going over here with the Cram.
Definitely, man. No, the Cramley keeps growing. It keeps getting better. And we talk about the free agent accusations they brought in this year. We talk about Ant at quarterback. The line is always stacked. I am excited for this program team. And let me tell you, I think there's a strong chance that they might be a preseason number 1. What do you think, Ant?
What's going on, brother? Listen. Oh, that's the Cram. What's up, Cram, nigga? Cram. What's up, Cram? What to do, Cram? Life, man. Hey, bro. I'm on my way back in the house, you know what I'm saying? But no, I think we're gonna be a force this season. You know, we got a lot of good pieces, man. We got some great pieces, and Swole, man, he on his Suge Knight shit right now. He on this Suge Knight shit. He's snatching the league up. You know, snatching up all these great guys and bringing them in. You know, since what, fall season, you know, new pieces like, you know, Kevo, you know, and a couple of other guys, you know, making a lot of switches and putting Kevo at quarterback, making a big difference. You know,
You know, Crab was always known for their defense. So now we just trying to build up our offense and make our offense just as good as our defense. We want our defense to put up points and just as much as our offense. So we're building all around, you know, putting pieces everywhere to see where everything's gonna where everybody's gonna be at for the season. Ain't nothing right now, ain't nobody got a position. You know, everybody fighting. You know what I'm saying? You gotta cram for this.
Bet. Yeah, you got to cram for this. You got to put in that cram work. You know what I mean? Yeah, that shit, you just don't wake up and think that shit is going to get handed to you. You know what I'm saying?
Big facts, man. And I want to ask, you actually played last Saturday in the Green Machine Brown scrimmage. You had a tutty. You threw a touchdown pass in the game to a fellow member of the Cramley.
You already know. Cram. You know what I'm saying? It's only the right way. Cram.
The Cram connection coming through for the Green Machine as they demolished the Browns. As an outsider, what are your thoughts on those teams?
Honestly, the Green Machine, man.
I'll let you go, Ron. I'm going to put Ann on for a bit.
Yeah, y'all do your thing.
All right.
One hell of a team that Danny Taylor has put together, honestly. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's some new faces that I haven't seen, you know, in a long time. Bucklew, you know, pull Bucklew back out the hat. You feel me? So, like, you know, seeing Steven back out there on the field, you know, doing things that people love to do, man, it was good seeing those guys again. The Browns, as far as what I saw offensively, Pat is a good quarterback. I don't take anything away from Pat. Pat has been playing quarterback for as long as I've been in the KFFL league. You know what I mean? A good quarterback. Give him the time to deliver the ball. You know, the guy has a very strong arm. I would like to see more bodies out there because as of right now, I'm thinking the Browns is going to be the new Spartans team. You know what I mean? When it comes to getting guys that's going to be committed, because we had Green Machine had every little bit of, you know, 20 plus guys out there, and Browns, I believe, only had maybe 10, 11 at that. You know what I mean? So like they didn't have their full potential team out there to come out there for the scrimmage. I mean,
they had Brian Thompson play quarterback on the final drive.
Who did?
Brian Thompson, a former Warrior, actually, linebacker for the Warriors.
That's true.
He played quarterback on the last drive.
He's no G.
Oh, yeah.
He's here from the beginning.
Because I had to, after I had threw that touchdown, I had to actually leave and, you know, get my.
I think Ants has some connectivity issues.
For the live stream to come out, so that way I can, you know, tune in that way to figure out what was actually going on. To be honest with you, but I did see that in the video in the live stream that you had. That you know, he was out there. He hit a light shot. Yeah, waiting, you know, for the things settled and things like that. So actually, Pat is a hell of a quarterback. You know, you give him the offensive line, he can deliver the ball. You know what I mean? Any quarterback can deliver the ball. I mean, as long as you know how to, you know, get the ball out and got your good ball placement. I mean, any quarterback can give you the ball, honestly, in my opinion. It's just that, you know, he has to have that offensive line that's going to be in front of them, you know, to stand and protect them for honestly. I mean, from the D-line, from the first 3 possessions that I played in the game, in that scrimmage, at DB and receiver, running back, and things like that. You know, on the defensive side, I literally saw the ball get snapped, and the quarterback got too rattled. Defensive line pressure got there, and we couldn't make a play. You know what I mean? And either he was getting sacked or threw a bad ball.
Mm-hmm.
It just comes down to actually guys to being committed, honestly. You know what I mean? For guys to come out and do what they love doing for I know it's hard, work, kids, school, whatever, you know, whatever you're doing to better yourself in life. So, I mean, with that being said, I mean, I hope to see the Browns in the KFFL league have more than 11 guys, 9 on the field and 2 standing on the sideline or 1 standing on the sideline, because it gets tiring after a while when you play Ironman ball. And trust me, I'm one of those guys who played Ironman ball. Hoffman, you know, playing Ironman ball is fun.
Who's trying to call me? I'm sorry, Ant. That was kind of out of nowhere.
No, you're good, bro. But when you're playing Ironman ball and you're going both sides of the field, it gets tiring after a while because you're telling yourself and your body's telling you like, yo, you need a break. Like you just need to go on the sideline, 2-3 plays, maybe a possession, and you just need to chill. There's times where I've played for Andy and had to go both ways, receiver, DB, and get to halftime, and I'm throwing up my whole entire fucking stomach lining because my body's tired. You know what I mean? So I've been in that position before.
Right.
I've been in that position with the Spartans too. Just last season in the fall, sometimes we only had 7 guys come out for a game, and we got to field 9, but we only got 7. You know what I mean? I'm surprised we fielded 7 guys against Misfits in one game. I believe that was maybe a week or 2 before the championships actually came out, and I was surprised we even put up a touchdown. Actually, the Misfits with 7 guys, with 2 offensive linemen and the rest receivers and myself. So that was hard. I mean, offensively and defensively, fielding 7 guys, and they got 9 on the field. So now they're just going to send 3 of the biggest rushers and play assault cover 3 or cover 1 or whatever they wanted to play. You know what I mean? So it was hard actually trying to get the ball out and trying to get receivers into position but that scrimmage was lit. I honestly wanted to see more, which was, it was 4 teams out there. Killer Bees, Broadex came out there, I believe, at like 12:30, 1 o'clock. Killer Bees, they had practice. I tuned in and watched a few of their offensive plays and things like that. And from what I saw was basically same shit I've been saying, honestly. I'm just going to keep it real with you. Screen, deep ball screen, just simple shit, honestly. You know what I mean? I mean, Devin's over there working with those guys. You feel me? So shout out to the Killer Bees, but I would actually like to see them perform, you know what I'm saying, against teams outside of the KFFL. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to see them compete. I mean,
I want to see them scrimmage Broadaxe because both are up there that day. That would have been awesome if they got together and played each other instead.
Yeah, it would have been. I mean, even if they would have scrimmaged the Browns, or even if they would have came over and scrimmaged the Green Machine, or like you said, Broadaxe. I mean, it wouldn't make a difference as long as they're getting that work in to figure out what pieces they need in the game, what they're missing. Like, all that's good. You know what I mean? But you're not gonna know where you're gonna stand at if you just, 18 to 20 guys from your team come out and you just scrimmaging. I could run past my defensive line all day long if I want to. I can stand in the pocket and deliver a good ball if I want to. But that's not what I want. I wanna go against somebody who I need to work on. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you get what I'm saying, like, I need something different. You know what I'm saying? I get tired of getting chased fucking behind Kaja every fucking day, fucking practice. You know what I mean? I get tired of that shit.
But you will get an opportunity this Saturday, Ant, when you face off against the Spartans. Are you excited for that scrimmage?
I'm excited, but then again, I'm not excited because, I mean, and I've been saying this shit, since me and Marquise has talked about it, 2 weeks ago, and my thing is, like, I don't have anything to prove, you feel me? I'm not the one who set this scrimmage up. I ain't reached out for this scrimmage. I don't even think anybody from the Cran family, you feel me, has even reached out to anybody on the spot to say, hey, look, y'all want to scrimmage? You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not worried about the Spartans. We're not worried about, You know, if ADR was still in it, we're not worried about nothing. We worried about nothing but cram. You know what I'm saying? If you're not cram, we're not worried about you. You know what I'm saying? Because all we're gonna do is just push you out the way. That's all we're gonna do. We're gonna come out there, we're gonna bully you, we're gonna talk our shit, we're gonna play our game, and we're gonna push you out the way. You know what I'm saying? I don't have nothing to prove. I proved what I needed to prove just in the fall season. You know what I'm saying? Being down, what, I believe 14-3 in the first half.
Yep, the comeback.
And come back and winning by 3. I don't have not a damn thing to prove. I proved what I need to prove. My thing now is going for this A bracket. You feel me? That's all I'm doing. You feel me? And right now, the way I'm looking at it, I'm not saying it's an easy run for us to just go ahead and be like, all right, well, we already know the program's going to be in the A bracket. Now, fuck that. We're going to work for it. You know what I'm saying? Because if ADR was still in it, that's what we're looking at. We're not looking to literally go out and say, all right, we're going to be them, we're going to be them, we're going to be them. But when it comes to ADR, we really got to put all of our game into it. Nah, fuck that. Every game we strap up, we suit up, we're going to put our all into it. It don't make a difference whether you're a top A bracket team in the circuit, league, I don't care who you are. I don't care what jersey you wearing, what number you wearing, what's on the back of your jersey. I don't care about none of that shit. I'm coming. We're coming. We seriously coming. That's just how it is. We get our offensive line out there. We get our DBs out there, and we just gonna put up. You feel me? That's all we doing. You know what I'm saying? This Saturday, I don't have nothing to prove. Honestly, I've been looking at the Red Knights and the Spartans championship game to remember the plays that I ran, because I'm not showing you no new shit. I'm not about to bring out my new playbook for y'all for what? You can't, if you can't even.
And going into the archives. My God, that was 2017, bro.
If you couldn't, you know, defend what I did to you in playoff and championship game, what makes you think you're going to defend anything else that I'm going to throw new at you?
I like it. I like it, Ant. I like it.
I'm gonna be the same dude. I'm going to screen you to death. I'm telling you what I'm going to do. I'm going to screen you to death, slants and bubbles. I'm telling you what I'm going to do. I'm going to spread that shit out. You can play zone. I'm going to make you play man. I'm gonna make you play man. Literally, that's all I'm going to do. And it's going to be simple shit. And if you can't defend it, I'm going to run that shit all the way down the field. SOS. I'm not fucking huddling up. I promise you. On my dead grandma. I promise you. I'm not going to be the same fucking quarterback. I'm going to run that shit straight down your throat. That's it. And you can't defend it, what you going to do? There's nothing you can do. You better put your best two defensive ends, speed niggas, small, shifty guys on the edge. You feel me? To contain me, to make me step up in the pocket, deliver a ball, or take off. And you better hope your middle linebacker's a hell of a flag puller. Because he getting a stiffy. Straight like that. He getting a stiffy or the easy dead kick leg. It don't matter how you want it. You feel me? I'm either going to get past you and take off, or it don't make a difference. Somebody running behind me, there goes the pitch. So I'm always looking for the pitch. You know, pitch game is strong now. You feel me? We work on that shit too in practice. You feel me? We've been working on a lot of shit. But we're not about to sit there and bring out some new shit just so that way, okay, well, when you see it first week of the game or second, third week of the season, you be like, oh, I seen this formation at the scrimmage. Nah. Oh, no, you're not about to bite on it, because you're going to bite on it. And when you bite on it, you still going to look dumb like, damn, yeah, I remember in the scrimmage, yo, he threw the out route over here, but the post, man, I let the nigga run the post. He ran right by you. My bad, bro. Yeah, and then you just, you know what I'm saying? But if you can't defend the simple shit, I'm not going to change it up for you. You feel me? When you beat me that shit, when you tell me and say, look, you know, I made the adjustment on defense and keep throwing the screen over here. He keep throwing the bubble. He got slants. He got this going. You just keep running the same exact shit. And if you don't make the adjustments, why change my offense?
Right.
I'm not gonna change the offense. You can't beat it. It's just like Chris Boone. You feel me? He gonna tell you exactly what to do. Chris Boone either gonna go trips left or trips right. One guy in the slot is running the drag. The other guy on the opposite side is running the slant. There's no middle linebacker in history that's going to guard it. You can be Ray Lewis. You still not going to guard that slant or that drag. You're going to have to take one. You got to take one or the other. And by that time, guess what? Chris Boone either made the decision to either dump it off the cannon hall, dump it off the mouse, dump it off the wing, or he going to take off. And next thing you know, what, we playing backyard football again. And now it's just pitch game.
Right.
Chris Boone is so smart. He's so smart and intelligent when it comes to the flag football world, because it's like anytime you see Chris Boone take off outside the pocket or stepping inside the pocket and going above the line, he's still looking for a pitch. He's still looking to get the ball off down the field somewhere if he's behind that line of scrimmage. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And if he has the line of scrimmage, 9 times out of 10, you got people that be like, damn, this quarterback's so good. He had this time. He could have hit this route, didn't hit that route, made that check down. Now he's scrambling. Shit.
Absolutely.
I got to go there and pull flags. Now I got to break down. Now I got to pull flags. You pull flags, you break down, you pull flags, or you got somebody that's coming full speed and Boone not seeing them and bodies up with Boone, being as though that he's a quarterback. I mean, he's automatically getting that 15-yard penalty because you just overly aggressive flag pulling now. You were upset because you like, damn, we said 3. We sent 4. No one still pulled his flag back there. Ain't nobody put no pressure back on it. And now you're making the defense come up to pull flags. Like,
and I'm sure a lot of people in our league have experienced that pain. But anyways, Ant, I actually have a representative of offensive linemen who want to speak on behalf of linemen everywhere. It's a big interview. We're going to go off from there. But I appreciate you calling in tonight, man.
Yeah, definitely, man. I appreciate you having me, man. And that's one of the biggest things that I do after the games and practices anyways is give a big shout out to the offensive line, because without them, you ain't got no quarterback. You ain't going to have nobody that's going to give you that ball. You feel me? So shout out to all offensive linemen. Yeah, shit. Without y'all, ain't no game of football.
Exactly.
Ain't no. Man, so shout out to offensive line, man. I really appreciate y'all, dudes, man. Especially my offensive line. I love all y'all, man. Y'all be good. You feel me? Practice game settings, man. You feel me? But y'all go ahead and have a good night. I'm going to go ahead and, sit back and finish watching this live stream.
All right. It's good talking to you, Ant. I'll see you maybe this weekend. We'll see.
Yeah. If you don't see me, I believe Tilly said he was going to come out and he was going to get the live stream. If not, then I'll set it up. You feel me? So that way, it can be recorded or whatever.
Awesome.
Everybody can get the little jitters off when they see the, program and Spartans lining back up. You know what I mean? I don't know why everybody's making it so big of a deal.
I thought this was a jamboree.
Like game setter.
Anybody's invited.
They're playing with a game setter. We're going to come out there playing with a chip on my shoulder. Like I said, I ain't got nothing to prove. I'm just out here to ball. Shut up. That's it. And they can take this scrimmage to the bank. I could care less if they kick a field goal in this scrimmage and say, hey, we won. It's a scrimmage. This shit ain't got nothing to do with the league. The league ain't even starting until the 29th. You can keep this motherfucking scrimmage all out there. You know what I mean? I came out here just to show y'all what it was. That's it. So with that being said, man, y'all have a good rest of the week.
You too, Ant.
Stay safe, man. Stay healthy. Everybody stay healthy. Don't get injured. Don't do nothing that's going to, jeopardize your season. And I don't want to hear no excuses from nobody. Oh, I was injured. I was this. And I ain't even trying to figure that shit. Stay healthy.
All right. Ant, we'll see ya.
Deuces.
Ant Smith joining us and offering a rebuttal on behalf of all offensive linemen is a man who's been in the league for over 15 years and has won 9 championships along the way. I am referring to Sean Kendall.
Yo.
Sean, welcome to the show.
What's up?
Nothing much, man. It's been a while. How about you?
It's like since Saturday.
I mean, since the last time I interviewed you, man. We got to go back to 2018 was the last time we talked on my show.
Yeah, I was in Cancun.
I remember the build-up for the Boonesboro-Smithsburg alumni game.
That's right. It was tournament time.
Sean, We saw Broadax on the field Saturday for the first time in months. What were your impressions of the squad as they prepare for the 2020 spring season?
Yeah, I think we made a few additions. I'm pretty excited about. I mean, we had some holes to fill, and Timmy's coming around. He's taking charge. So I'm going to pull the Ross move here, and not say too much. We'll be all right. This message is not approved by Tom Huffman, by the way. And it is no way, shape, or form a reflection of Broadax's views on the game. So this is Sean Kendall, and just got to put that disclosure out there.
All right, we know you're your own man, Sean, and we know you speak very boldly and say whatever is on your mind. I want to know, what's your rebuttal for the accusations of 95% of these linemen just being beer guzzling and overweight?
I mean, it's not a lie, but I mean, I damn near split that dude in half. I mean,
That's what I'm saying.
J-Dub's got a hard battle in front of him, because now he's got to put this guy on the line every down of every game and can't take him out, because every team in this league wants to break this dude in half. If you take a break, you can't do that. This kid has signed up to be in every down of every game. And when they play Broadax, you can't put Kaja on me. That doesn't work. Old Timbo's got to be over on my side. He's going to feel the pain all day.
Oh, snap.
So, I mean, we can play this game. I played it for 15 years.
It's been a long career, Sean. Since 2004, you said earlier in another comment I saw on Facebook. What are your impressions of how much this league has grown since your debut in the fall of 2004?
The league's grown. Talents, people get younger. Of course, that talent, we were young once and came into this league, and, I can remember running my mouth, probably not to the level that it is today. I think people think they can get away with a lot more today than they did back then. Facebook, social media definitely puts a different spin on it. But there's a lot of passion out there, and I think some passion could be misconstrued as negative, impact as well. But just hearing Ant talk, like, he's had some, some not so good moments in this league, and I think he's grown a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
He's talking, he's trying to be positive, and things like that. That's just, step in the right direction for anybody, right? Anybody in this league can take the lesson from that and get rid of the bullshit and just go after what you want to do and do it right. But going after 95% of the offensive linemen in this league is not the right thing to do. We're the biggest guys on the planet.
Yeah.
We might not be able to run, but when we catch it, it's not going to be good.
Oh, yeah. And it's something you don't want to put a target on your back early on, but I think Tim Gajewski in the second season has already put a big target on his back.
Yep. I mean, he's basically got to play every down of every game of this season, or he's never going to live it down. There's no rest. You make that kind of accusation, there's no rest. But, there's a lot better D linemen out there.
We are in a league with a lot of good defensive linemen.
I mean, I've been a long time coming. I tell people individually this, but not on this forum. But I can go down through a list of guys that I would consider very, very good. I don't like using the term elite because we're not NFL players here. So in the flag football realm, I mean, there are guys that give it 110% every time, and 110% means if you can give 110%, still not be a good defensive lineman or an offensive lineman. It's not about heart; it's about what your ability is. I get through this list. You got Brady, you got Kinsler, AJ off of ADR, Shane Zabir's tough to handle. I mean, that he's long. He's got a quick first step. Cam's trash. Moats is trash. I'm just joking, guys. I like Moats. He likes beer and pizza. I'm all about it. Back in the day, I'd smoke a cigarette at halftime. So, but I'm still abusing people. So there it is. Ridenour, you know, tough guy to block. Kaja off a program. You know, when he wants to go, he can go.
Mhm.
And hard. And he's tough and he's lanky. You know, there's probably a few guys I'm not mentioning in there, and I'm not playing favorites. I just don't know who you are. I tell you, there's one guy, and I just thought about this today. There's one guy in this league that I believe is probably one of the best DNs in the league. He doesn't even play DN. He plays tight end. And Mike Lee.
Mike Lee, yeah, for the Bulldogs about 10 years ago.
That dude will trash any offensive lineman in this league. Bar none, period.
I have no problem with that.
I can believe it too.
That dude is tough.
He was a monster on the Bulldogs back when they were
He's a
still
monster
around.
now. I mean, when he wants to do it, you get him pissed off and he wants to do it, he'll rip through any offensive line, period. He's going to run you right over. And there's nothing anybody going to do about it.
Don Brown says back in the day he gave you guys problems.
Come on, Don. Come on, man. Be real with yourself. Be honest with yourself.
I don't know. Don once told me he has a highlight tape somewhere.
Christ, I'd love to see it.
I like to see it too. The Gold's Gym took a lot of footage back in the day.
Yeah, a lot of them got me pulling and running downfield. No, but, you know, league's going in a good direction. It's, you know, it's gotten some bad, not bad, but it's been a little disruptive in the last week or so. But, you know, I try to stay out of that stuff as much as possible. Try to stay off Facebook, but I couldn't deal with the stupidity today, so I had to chime in. Chris Tivis was a little late to the game, but Ross jumped in there a little bit. Helped me out.
I was on that one. I was like, whoa.
Chili was on that one.
Whoa.
Chili was all over it.
I think there was at least 200 comments on that post.
Dude, that might be the most comments ever for the most stupidest post I've ever seen. I mean, last I looked, it was 176 comments. I mean, that's ridiculous.
It got a lot of attention fast and a lot of guys talking and even became the subject of tonight's episode.
I mean, the dude's going to get wore out. I hope we don't play him first game.
We'll see who he draws.
Yeah. I mean, Dub's got no other choice. He's got to put him over me. He calls me Salt. He don't even know who I play for. So he thinks I play for X-Dogs, and I'm not sure who he thinks Salt on is.
I think he said the center is what he said.
Yeah, well, I don't snap the ball. You got to be a special kind of stupid to be a center. Tom knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, center. I don't like center either, man.
I tried to snap the ball. I get ran over. So you know what? I'm good. There's things you can do. There's things you ain't. You just gotta know what those things are.
Yeah.
And I'm not a center, man. I'll be a center if you line up 5 yards off the ball. I'll be good then.
Yeah. Give me time to snap it and then look up and get all my shit straight.
Remember when I tried to play? Remember when I practiced at center for the alumni game?
Remember when I played center? I think it was that the Winter Chiller. I think I played 3 snaps. All 3 of them were either left, right, or above Boone's head. Yeah.
Why did we have you in over Strunk?
I don't know. Maybe one.
Who made that call? You might be thinking of Summer Sizzler.
It was Summer Sizzler.
There you go. That's what you're thinking of.
Don't play me at center.
Don't play Ross at center. Don't play Kendall at center.
More of the story is don't play me at center.
You got better chances at me playing another lineman at tight end than you ever do at me at center.
I couldn't do it. My dad played it. He played it well, but the one time I tried it, less said the better. That was a bad practice.
I've always said the most consistent thing about my snaps is the inconsistency. They go everywhere. right, left, center, left, on the ground.
Chad was our center for Summer Sisler.
I played a couple snaps, but then Chad took over because his snaps were better.
Yeah, he did way better than you did.
Yeah. Yes, he did.
Yeah, I told you. I mean, we'll see what the temperature is for Summer Sizzler. I don't like playing in the cold. I don't like playing in the hot.
Hey,
So you give me a spring or a fall game tournament like up there in Shippensburg, then I might be good if I'm around. But man, I'm a puss when it comes to the elements anymore.
we are. We'll see where it goes. Last year, the Sizzler wasn't bad weather-wise. I think it was a high of 80 that day. Pretty good weather. Hopefully, we'll get the same this year. That's going to be played in late July, actually. I'd love to see you come up to Keystone, Sean. You ever get bored on one Saturday?
Yeah, I don't get bored. I got family to raise and housework to do. But let's talk about some of these free agent signings. I hear Clancy's looking for a team. What's he going to do?
Ooh, that is a big question. Where is Kevin Clancy going to go? But who needs a quarterback right now? I mean, Brunswick might need a quarterback.
Are you serious? I mean, let's talk about.
Let's break it down. Let's break it down based on each team.
Well, let's talk about all the quarterbacks in the league that are actually true quarterbacks.
True, because there's that factor as well.
There's not many. There's not many. Even Matt Eisenberg isn't a true quarterback.
Wide receiver.
College.
Yeah, but there won't be.
Was Boone a quarterback in any kind of other than rec league? I mean, it's no disrespect. I'm just asking.
No, Boone was not. Boone was an 8-man quarterback and a 9-man receiver when he started out.
Yeah, I just go back to our experiences with quarterbacks. We've always had Chad McAllister was a quarterback, Ryan Grable was a quarterback, Kevin Clancy was a quarterback, Tyler Murdoch was a quarterback in college, Clancy was a quarterback in college, Timmy Townsend's a quarterback. So we've always had quarterbacks quarterbacking for us. So when you put somebody like Kevin Clancy out there who says, you know what, I'm free this spring, I'll play for somebody, you always got to pick him up because he's a college quarterback.
Yeah, and what's the question of some teams might already have an idea of who they want. I mean, some teams may not. I mean, Brunswick, I think they could use a quarterback. He'd have a line.
Yeah. But it'd be really cool if he just came and played safety for us and coached Timmy up.
Now, would that be it? You know what? Just go 2 QBs, him and Timmy, like the ADR squad did a couple years ago.
Dude, some of our best safeties were our quarterbacks when they filled in, Ryan and Mert, because they know the game.
Yeah.
They know from offensive side, they know where the receivers are going to be. I mean, just being smart safety. That comes, quarterbacks are smart about that stuff.
I'm curious to see where Kevin Clancy does end up at. I mean, personally, I would love it if the Bullets decided to try to play here, but I know that's probably not going to happen. We'll see.
Well, I mean, they'd have to get their squad up the road.
They could always try to find any other guys who could be around the area. You never know. It's good to make friends.
Yeah.
Other free.
So how the hell did the Warriors get Coley? I mean, there's only like 4 black guys on that team.
How'd you guys get Coley? He wants to know.
If I answered that question, then everybody would have my secret. What the hell?
I don't know.
You got Coley. That's all you got to worry about.
That's all you got to worry about, according to Ross.
We got the best athlete in the league.
Coley, stay out of Boonesboro, man. Practice on a neutral ground. I'm just telling you.
We might see the Broadax up there in Greencastle one day. Just happen to be pop up there and scrimmage y'all a little bit or something.
Dude, I'd love it.
That's how
I'd love it. I'm sitting in my hotel room in Charleston, South Carolina. I had to walk the stairs after all those comments just to get hyped.
Your former Broadax team member, Nate Blow, says, rumor has it Mert may be playing this spring.
I can neither confirm nor deny that.
Mert to where, though? Is he back to Broadax? Is he back in blue? I mean, you guys got Timmy.
Mert's a hell of a safety.
That's true. There's other ways to use him.
Linebacker. He's a big body.
I'm looking
He's been
forward.
known to take a hit.
It's got me excited for this spring. I'm really excited to see where this goes.
You still got Zeke Ross.
You still got Isaiah.
He's gonna say, as far as I know. I'm gonna take that as a
He's
no.
he's got a laugh and he's staring at his phone.
Yep, I'm gonna take that as a no.
Hard to tell, man. We still got a month till the season starts. I mean, nobody's really official until after that 4th week.
Does Cam got his head screwed on straight from getting a concussion now? Because, I don't want him complaining this year.
What did he say?
This Cam got his head on straight from the concussion he got.
Cam's had his head on straight since the first concussion he got back in 1992.
Well, Andy split his wig, so.
yes, he did.
Sharpest elbows in the game.
Cam took a little chance.
I don't know where you found any bone in that arm, but he found it. I mean, it's like the 1%.
Somehow, some way, his head found that one little piece of bone.
And the sharpest part of it at that.
I'm still trying to figure that out myself.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, wait, how the hell did this happen?
So yeah, I tried to sync up with the Spartans. Joseph wasn't having no parts of it this weekend, so I could go against program. Dub's all about it, but he didn't want me to come in and take it serious. So
That's a shame.
Throw my cleats on, come out dry, show him a thing or two, walk away to the sunset.
Well, Broadac's be back on the field this weekend. Will they be practicing?
Yeah, I think so. I don't confirm those things until I show up.
Gotcha. What are we, a month away? I'm excited. This is going to be a good season.
It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see, especially all these teams with all these guys. I mean, it's historically been the same song and dance. I think somebody posted about it earlier, and I'm not knocking any teams that have gone out and done their recruiting and gotten the guys. But when people don't get playing time, they start moving around. Because everybody's got an ego they need to get stroked. Period. You don't get that playing time you think you need, you're going to move somewhere else. And that's what happens, just nature of the beast. So you put 40 guys on a team, you might have 20 after week 2.
It's hard to tell. We'll find out. Any final words, Sean, for tonight?
No, I'm good. Thanks for the first interview. Next time I'm coming sit on the couch beside you.
Come on over, Sean, anytime. We try to go live every Wednesday night here.
We drink
I don't know
Miller
if my body will let me go to Boonesboro or Sharpsburg. It's just.
Miller Lite
Light.
on. It's here, ready, waiting for you, big man.
Can I wear my Leopards jersey?
Kenny wears Leopards jersey.
If you bring Miller Lite, we can.
If I got to come to
discuss it.
Boonesboro, I at least got to represent Smithsburg.
He says if you bring Miller Lite, he'll at least discuss it.
Well, I'm willing to discuss it.
All right. Right on, guys. Well, be safe, be healthy, and we'll talk to you soon.
Talk to you soon, Sean.
Lyman
Later.
You know who we haven't talked about all off season?
Who that?
Whatever happened to Ruckus?
I mentioned them in my 18s I presented to Cannon.
What are you talking about?
Cannon asked about what 11 teams are coming to the league. I named 8. Ruckus was one. In no specific order did I name them, but I named 8.
We'll see.
From what I've heard.
I just want to know, what does Dame think?
Hey, what's up, man?
Nothing much, man. We haven't really heard much about, like, in the midst of all this talk of programs, Spartans, Broadax, Killer Bees, Browns, Green Machine, Warriors, I just want to know what's going on with the Ruckus, man.
Nothing really. We lost a lot of people. You know how it goes. We still got a team though. We're still in it.
So I was thinking, like, what could Ruckus possibly do after this season? And it brought me to a point. You guys haven't brought in much new talent the last couple of years. And this is no offense, but Ruckus since 2016 has relied mostly on either Scotty and his guys or Danny and the Duck guys. What's the next program, I should say?
Yeah, I don't. Well, I talked to Dustin about it a while ago, so he didn't want to. He wanted to keep his team, so we're gonna keep the ball rolling.
And I like
He
that.
said he said he didn't care if Danny and them. He said he still loved the guys, but he said he didn't care if they left. So you know what I mean. They're all of them on the Broadex right now. So
Yes, I can confirm that it's Longer Beam, Renner, Ridenauer, B. Mike, Will Bray. I think that's everybody. I think I got everybody down from now. So the question becomes, what does Ruckus have from last season? Let's go with that. Because I know there's some obvious players.
It's the same people we usually see, the core players. You know, Marty, Rupert, Dustin, Beat. Who else? Me, and a few other people. But we got some new faces on the team. You know what I mean? At least enough to fill the team. So we'll be all right.
I think you guys will be too. It's just I'm concerned because, like I said, it's been a while since I've seen Ruckus bring in new talent to this league. But I feel like maybe Dustin has connections to Smithsburg. Maybe there's got guys he knows from Hagerstown. I know that he was able to bring in guys from Impact teams for the Winter Chiller last year. That was interesting.
Yeah, I'd never do that again.
I guess they didn't.
Nothing against them guys. It's just like our first two games, like we filled we had 10, 12 people. I was like, we don't have 20 for a tournament. I'm just not going to do it. There's no point. And who we played, Gusland and Misfits. Like, that shit was horrible.
That was rough. That was probably the worst Ruckus team I've ever witnessed in my life.
Yeah.
Ian was quarterback, and he got. I don't know if you ever saw that Photoshop they did where they put the crying Jordan over his face after he tried to photobomb the Misfits photo with the caption of the only touchdown he threw that day.
No, I didn't. I didn't see it. After that day, I was just happy it was they canceled on Sunday. I was like, thank God, we can go back out there and get embarrassed again.
I don't blame you for that. I think that was a silver lining in the end for Ruckus was that there was not a Sunday, and you guys ended up just walking out with two bad losses instead of three.
Yeah, it's always good to get some experience no matter what, but that shit was just too much.
Yeah, I agree. I felt bad for you guys. It shouldn't have been that way. But I give you props for trying. That's what matters the most. You guys did try to do the Winter Chiller. But I'm just curious to see what Ruckus has in 2020. I mean, this is a franchise who's kind of become one of the more historic teams in our league the last couple of seasons. You've been around since 2014, 2 championship appearances. In the process, it would be a shame to see the orange just kind of die off.
Well, I don't think that's going to happen. The way everything's looking and shit, and I don't really see any moves being made. It's a chance. You know what I mean? We're going to go out and, I'm going to let you know right now, any team that loses to us, you're going to hear it because you shouldn't lose to us. As me looking at my team right now, you lose to us, you fucking suck. It's just that simple. So
even if they're Brunswick,
even if they're Brunswick, and that's the way. And even if Brunswick has a team they're gonna put in, because I just noticed that with the Tim dude, he's always been on Brunswick. Well, I don't know. Someone said he played with EDR. I don't remember that, but he's not. He's with the program now. So
Tim was definitely an ADR guy.
Oh, that's my bad. I thought that was another dude. They look similar. I'm
Are
sorry.
you
My
are you
bad.
thinking of who are you thinking of?
It's another dude that's on Brunswick. My bad. That's the dude that's in his hair while he was talking to you. My bad.
Oh, okay, yeah.
My bad.
But yes,
I'm not saying y'all look alike. My bad. That's my fault. How's Ross doing? How you doing, Ross? I haven't talked to you in a while.
I'm all right. I'm over here watching the Tennessee State game. To be honest with you.
yeah, he ain't paying attention to the show. He's just blowing it off of basketball.
I got bored after Tim went off. Sean was all right because he was representing Lyman, but now we got you talking about Ruckus.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel the same way. You know what I mean?
No love for the Orangemen. Come on, guys.
Yeah, nobody cares for us. At least I know this season one of them teams will be actually make it to the championship this season. So, you know.
We'll see how Ruckus fares. I just want to know, what are your impressions of this Giants team that might be coming? A couple of friends of yours who might be coming to the WCFFL.
Well, I play Call of Duty with them, and I always try to get them to say it just because they're either fucking with everybody or they're really bringing a team. But, you know what I mean? It is what it is. More teams, more wins, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I hope we get to see them. I'd love to see this. I love to see the Giants come to WCFFL. I hope they're being for real. There's a lot of potential to it. I mean, they definitely have core guys, and if I believe correctly, this has to be a Scotty Scott team. Everyone knows who are involved. He definitely has a recruiting pipeline out there in Baltimore, so I can't see why it wouldn't work out. I mean, the potential was definitely there.
Yeah, definitely. I can definitely, if he does, he'll definitely bring some dudes down here that can ball.
Don Brown says that you guys have Adam Malott at quarterback.
Yep.
That's a fact, 100%.
Yep.
Okay, so Adam Malott making his return to the WCFFL.
Word on the street.
So,
Word on the street.
Hey, I'm excited to see Adam back in county. I feel like he could bring something to the table for Ruckus.
Yeah. You know what I mean? It is. I play with Adam, like, you know what I mean? It's definitely fun. You know what I mean? He's definitely a quarterback. He has an arm. Just getting the plays down and seeing who we're going to have, you know, moving forward, who's going to be there, where everybody's going to be. You know what I mean? It's going to be a lot less arguing on the team. So, you know what I mean? That's Broadek's headache now. So, like,
Damian Coates of the shots fired.
I'm throwing shade. Fuck that shit. They didn't want to rebuild, so they did. That's just called being scared. You know how long I've been on Ruckus?
Many years.
Came back. Yeah, and came back. Scared to go to church.
No,
besides B Mike, that's my dude. I actually think B Mike's good. If B Mike, either side of the ball, B Mike gets a chance to play D line with Ridenour, they're gonna cause some. Not Ridenour. Ridenour, they're gonna cause some problems. Definitely.
Might specify which Ridenour, because there's two of them now on Broad Axe, from what I've been told.
Big Ridenour.
I get what you mean.
Yeah, not the one that looked like Squirtle. The big one.
You really say Robert Ridenour looks like a Squirtle?
They're gonna hate me. I'm gonna talk big shit. I got love for B Mike and Will. Danny thought I hated him. I don't know why. I don't hate nobody. It's just flag football, man. You can't take this shit too seriously. You know what I mean? It's all competition at the end of the day.
Big facts. And I look forward to seeing what Ruckus has as we look forward to the spring 2020 season. Any last thoughts, Damian?
No, I'm just looking forward to see how many people is going to be on the program sideline. Nah, those are my dudes. They deep, though. I do like a lot of the people they picked up. It's gonna be nice to see how that I know their defense is going to be good. It's always good. They always have a good defense. I want to see that offense. I want to hear that shit Ant was talking. I want to see how that works. You know what I mean? You can only throw so many screens. There's a lot of corners in this league that blow that shit up. But we'll see.
And we're looking forward to seeing it. We'll see how program looks Saturday afternoon, 1 o'clock, when they take on the Spartans in another preseason matchup.
I wish I can go see it. I'll be down. I'll be at work.
Yeah, I think I'll be working too, from the looks of things.
Yeah, I got work.
But we'll be seeing some real action in only a month and a half from now when the Washington County Flag Football League kicks off. Damian, thank you for joining us tonight.
Take it easy, Joe.
You too. Peace. So Damian Coates finally addressing Ruckus. So it's been confirmed. They have Adam Malott now. What do you think, Ross?
About what?
Ruckus.
Doesn't sound too promising to me. They got Adam Malott, and they got Dame, they got Dustin.
But you can't forget, Adam Malott did have 21 touchdown passes for the program back in the spring of 18 and was actually QB of the year.
True.
If he can get back to his old form, Adam Malott and the Orangemen may very well have something. Well, let's get to our final guest, unless somebody else wants to call in.
You have another?
I got one more. We always have to call him in, you know. We can't forget about him. I'm talking about the man himself. If he answers. Beep, 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 beep. Oops. Oh, come on.
Buddy,
Hey, Boone's here.
what's going on, man?
Hey, moved it.
Nothing much, brother. How about you?
Oh shit, not a lot, man. Just watching the live feed.
Yeah, it's been quite a night so far in the live feed. Everybody's just feeling some kind of way from the looks of it.
Man, everybody's excited. Everybody's excited. They want to talk their shit and get the season started.
And we're sitting here, we're still only in mid-February. Like, we haven't finished a month out yet. We got preseason ball going. Practices are going. Guys are talking big shit. We got guys who are signing with teams left and right. I just want to know, Boone, what are you doing currently?
What am I doing? I am not doing shit, really. I'm injured my hand a little bit, so I need a couple weeks off.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I jacked it up.
Throwing hand or non-throwing hand?
Throwing hand.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I got to take a couple weeks off, man. I got my playoffs in Richmond in 2 weeks, so I'm trying to heal up for that. And then just basically just doing this stuff for Showtime, getting us ready for AC, man. That's my main goal right now. So we've already got 30 people confirmed, signed.
30?
Order. Oh yeah. I had to turn people away.
Oh my God! I think that's the most stacked you've had a team ever.
Oh, it's unbelievable, man. It's unbelievable right now. I mean, guys are ready to start something new and get something going. We got a loaded team, man. We're freaking just it's real exciting. So, just preparing and concentrating on that.
Right. So, do you mind disclosing who do you have for AC, or is it a little too early to disclose all that?
No, yeah, I ain't gonna go into all that tonight because this is more about the league plays and stuff like that. Once we get closer to that night, I'm sure you'll do a show before AC, and then I'll go over my roster and everything like that.
Oh, I'll definitely have a show before AC. We're really excited for that event next month, Atlantic City. That'll be the kickoff event of the season. But let's get back to our local flag football leagues, because this show tonight is 4-state uncut for a reason. We're focused on Maryland, Pennsylvania, Virginia, West Virginia, the 4-state region. But
man, I'm telling you, the page has been booming the last couple of days.
Yeah.
it's been a booming off season. I mean, I've never seen an off season this hyped in my life.
Wow.
Yeah, me neither. I mean, like I told you before, I said, man, I feel like this is the first season that hasn't had a dominant team.
I feel the same way.
Every team feels like they can win the championship this season. Every team. Because you don't have that dominant team. The Broadax ain't there. ADR ain't there. So now there's no favorite team to win it. Like you said, you don't even know where you're even going to start at in your power rankings.
I don't. This is the one season where I'm like, where do you even start at? I mean, we have 11 possible teams right now.
Yeah. I mean, I think, realistically, I think you start out with Warriors and Broadax as a 1A and 1B, and then go from there. I mean, those two were the 3rd and 4th place teams from last season. The 1 and 2 teams ain't there. I think they have more of their core guys coming back, so they should get that advantage going into the season. I know everybody's hyping up the program and Spartans. They're both teams doing a lot of talking, but they got a lot to prove. I mean, yes, they picked up a lot of people, but it's gonna be hard to go out there and play ball with that many guys and like you said, receivers. I mean, we all know receivers. They don't get the ball on the first couple of drives or first couple plays. Now they're not running their routes hard, shit like that. So, you stack a team up too much, you could ask for trouble.
I think so. There's definitely a strong possibility of that. We had the Cramley on earlier today, at least 3 members of the Cramley.
Yeah.
What do you think of their free agent signings so far? Because you got to think about it. Marley Mayo, Ashton Mercer.
Yeah.
I've caught wind of Polo possibly being there. I'm also hearing Sean Parker is definitely 100% confirmed. Tim Krajewski, Juan Chavez, another former teammate of yours. What do you think of these signings, bro? Do you think it's
Sean is an elite talent? I mean, this dude.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he can go on the circuit. He can lock up anybody. He can also play receiver for anybody on the circuit. So, I mean, he's a top-notch talent. I mean, he's a top 5 guy in the whole league if you go receiver DB combo. I'm not gonna put anybody in any order, but he's definitely a top 5 guy. But the Warriors also signed somebody.
Coley Jones.
Yep. I mean, Jesus, yeah. I mean, right now Coley's the man. He's the hottest free agent out there, and the Warriors signed him. So I don't feel the Warriors. I mean, I know Marley and Ashton and them guys. I mean, they believe they're really good, and they think they're really good, but they're not going to have that D-line in front of them now. There is no cover 4. So, what is program going to run? Are they going to run that cover 4? Because I haven't seen those guys play man ever. So, you can't tell me you're a great DB, and I've never seen you play man coverage before. So,
I wouldn't sleep on the program's D-line, though. Swole, Gaskins, Kodja, Tim now even rotating in there. You saw Tim on ADR firsthand. What were your impressions of Tim Krajewski at his rookie season?
I told Tim, I didn't really know him. He came in, he played, and my first impression was, dude played hard every snap that he got to play in. So, I signed off on him being on the team and staying on the team. I mean, Damien said, man, I got a guy that can play hard. I was like, well, shit, bring him in. Dame said, no, man, he's good. And I said, after watching him, I said, shit, dude goes hard every play. He's got to learn the game, obviously, but You can't teach a motor. Guys either have it or they don't.
Yep.
So he has it, and he wants to play hard. I mean, everybody's giving him shit, and he, rightfully so, he's talking a lot of shit that he shouldn't talk yet. But, you know, the dude plays hard. So if he feels like he can back it up, then I say talk your shit.
Hey, I think he could definitely back up, especially on a D line that rotates that deep. That'll definitely help out. I think the program may very well be a very, very underrated team going through this season. They are one to look out for.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they added really good guys. I mean, you can't.
Out of all the confirmed teams, I want to say it's Warriors, Broadaxe, and Program who are the top three.
Right, yeah, exactly. And that's why I just said the Warriors and Broadaxe, I'd just do a 1A, 1B type deal with them guys if I was doing it. Just because I've seen what they can do in big moments. You know, making it to the Final Four in A. Like, we know what they're going to bring to the table. Foster's had a year at quarterback or half a year plus a playoff run. You know, and we know what Timmy did in his rookie year with the core Broadaxe with that line and tight end and such at running back. So we know what they can do, and I feel like going into the season, they're the top guys. But you know, after listening to Ant Smith tonight, you know, I listened to him, and dude's doing his film work. You know, he was saying what I do, and I definitely do the same thing. If you're gonna play a zone, I'll overflood that zone and put 3 receivers out there, make those 2 guys guard those 3, and one of them will be open. So, you know, he was listening. You could tell he's been watching tape, pays attention, and that's what you want out of a quarterback. So, program it is looking up, but you know, once them bullets getting fired at you, then reaction time comes in. So, like I said, I want to see Ant play the A teams this year. I feel he's going to do good. So, you know, I'm pretty excited just to help. I'm going to be there with you watching.
Don't join me in the booth, Boone. I'll be excited to see you there.
Yeah, definitely. I'll definitely be there for that. At least, you know, if I'm in town those weekends. So I'm definitely going to try to come up and catch a couple games and stuff like that.
Definitely, brother, definitely. And I know for sure I got you on Saturdays.
Oh, yeah, I'm 100% Keystone. I mean, we're walking away with that bitch. I don't care who they bring in the league, to be honest with you.
I mean, I got some scouting this weekend myself, watching the Bees, the Browns, and the Green Machine.
Yeah. Yeah,
we got some stiff competition. Let me put it like that.
Be good
we got some stiff competition.
No. I'm not driving fucking 2+ hours not to beat shit out of you. So.
Hey, Gusto lands a wild card in Keystone. That's something that I'm kind of wondering about.
Yeah, I'd like to see them up there.
They would definitely provide fresh bump for everybody.
I would like to see them there too, honestly.
Ryan Jones has said there's a strong possibility they will be there.
Good. I mean, I hope they are. I hope they are up there, and if they do come, try to make sure we get them on our schedule twice.
I'd love to see Gusto land twice this season. Yeah. But let's talk about Keystone, Boone. I mean, here's what they got right now. Keystone has us, both Spartans, Bees, Browns, X-Dogs, Gusto Land, Green Machine is how it's looking.
All right.
8's the max. Looking at the Bees, I can tell you Devin definitely showed some signs of improvement over the weekend. I feel like he's getting there as a quarterback. You know him better than I do, though.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I mean, he's another guy like Ant. You know what I mean? That dude tries to watch his film, watch his tapes, tries to get better. So, I'm just not sure. I mean, they'll compete against all those other teams, just like Blunt Talk will be just like the way the X-Dogs were. They're just O-line and D-line will be too strong for that league, I believe. And our D-line is just going to eat most of those teams up.
We do have a treasure advantage. That much is for certain.
I mean, just because they played better competition. I mean, You go from Washington County, then you go up there and play some of those teams. You know, the main thing that we got to tell our guys on Blunt Talk is don't bring bad habits back to your original teams. Because you're going to be up there in KFFL where you're just walking through teams, you know, then you could play lazy and shit like that. So, you know, if we're Team Blunt Talk and we're going to go up there, we got to forget the scores and we got to play to improve and play to get better instead of just playing the scoreboard against some bum teams.
No, I agree. It's definitely a chance for us to get better and a big learning opportunity for a lot of guys, especially those in the KFFL. I think this spring is going to be awesome up there. I think we're going to have a great time. I'm looking forward to it. March 28th is kickoff. League meeting March 21st for those interested in still going to it. Keystone Flag Football League. But Washington County-wise, we're down to 11 teams that are possible for this year. Outside of the obvious ones, which are the following: us, there's no us. Sorry, not on Team Blunt Talk. So I'm really out of it, as you can tell. I'm hitting that point of the night. Broad Axe, Warriors, Ruckus, Railroaders, Program. Think. Who am I not thinking of? Broad Axe, Ruckus, Warriors, Program. Spartans, Railroaders, 6. I think that's it, right? Yeah, we're -3. So that's the 6 confirmed. But we also could have Pure Chaos, Giants, Reckless Villains, who is that possible TJ team I keep hearing about.
That's not.
Immortals.
Yeah.
And I think the 11th one may not be there anymore. Never mind. I may have miscounted. So it's 10 possible teams currently.
Okay. Well, you know, my little brother's team, TJ gonna bring a squad. I'm telling you, he ain't gonna come up there with nobody.
Oh, I know. I saw the first team he brought up to Washington County.
Right. Yeah. Nobody's seen none of that shit coming. So
TMT made a big impact in our league back in the day.
Oh yeah, I mean he brought a different style, you know, different group of guys, brought the speed into the league that league had never seen before. I mean, just formations wise, what TMT and ADR has done for this league. You know, like I said, when I used to watch this shit, some teams have 2 tight ends and a running back and only 1 or 2 receivers out there, and everybody tried to copy Broad Axe. And now that ADR, TMT came to the league, brought these speed guys, receivers. Now you see teams more spreading shit out. Now it's a lot more spread game than run game.
Big facts. That being said, Boone, I meant to ask you a couple episodes, like last episode, what is the legacy of ADR in the Washington County Flag Football League?
Yes, that is a good question because that was the one I even brought to you. I said, shit, I didn't, Dame got to ask that question. I didn't get that. So, realistically, I just think a lot on defense, really. I mean, every damn team that I ever seen play was straight cover 3. Every team played the same defense. You know, we come in from 8-man style where it's, if you're blocking 3, we're sending 4. If you're blocking 4, we're sending 5. Playing straight man across the board. And then you got to beat our athletes one-on-one. No team up y'all's way had seen that. Hell, really, most teams on the whole 9-man circuit in general don't even do that. You know, we still play the top teams all the time, and most of them still play cover 3, cover 4, something like that. So, you know, we just brought that style to the league. And I think, and of course, offensively, I mean, what we started doing, just teams had never seen no shit like that before. Double passing, quarterbacks, all the pitching, shit like that. So, Washington County was just so far behind on that game, our pitch game. And I think another thing we did is we got rid of what you guys call a damn outside linebacker. Some shit I've never heard of in flag football. What the hell is an outside linebacker?
I mean, I'll admit when I first got up here, the defense I ran was a 3-3-3. 3 linemen, 3 linebackers,
Yeah.
2 corners,
Yeah.
and 1 safety. That was a popular formation among some people.
Right. That's because all the teams played Broadax style. They all tried to copy them with the tight ends and the running backs and shit like that. But, man, when I first came to that league and I seen freaking what would look like a damn DN guarding my slot receiver, I said, oh, shit, this league ain't ready. Outside linebacker.
And a
I've
lot
never
of
heard
us,
shit like that.
and a lot of us weren't ready. That was for certain, as TMT and ADR had quite a run in WCFFL.
Right. Yeah, so they're, and, ADR, even on the whole circuit, just what we've done offensively, teams seeing double passes and shit like that. Now you watch, you can name any of the top teams on the circuit at one point throughout that tournament at Nationals, all of them did a double pass. Pretty much damn near every team did at least one that weekend.
It has certainly
So,
popularized itself within the 9-man community. That much is for certain.
So, that's just the overall game that we brought. We just brought a different style, which was pretty exciting. And but I do want to talk to Sean, because he was talking about, most teams use regular quarterbacks. Now, I didn't play quarterback in high school or anything like that. I was a basketball guy, so I was already signed for that. So I wasn't allowed to play football when I was going through high school. So, but I've noticed flag football, the best quarterbacks are not pure college quarterbacks.
That is
It's just
true.
it's a different game, different reads, different style. Most prototype quarterbacks ain't used to moving their hips while they're throwing the ball. They're used to standing tall in the pocket and taking the hit. So, it's a big difference. Most flag football teams do not have guys that play pure quarterback.
And that's true. I mean, I don't even believe Brian Alfieri played quarterback, and he won the national championship last year. Matt Bailey, I'm not sure in his background, but I'm not sure if he was a quarterback either coming out.
Right.
C.J.
Yeah.
Tarver, I don't believe he was a quarterback at all in college.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, I mean, Clancy is a college quarterback, and he is good.
He was actually at Shepherd when I went to Shepherd. Fun fact.
Right. So, but so he can do it. I'm not saying they can't do it, because there are guys that can do it. But I said majority, if you look around the circuit, even 5-man and 7-man and all that stuff, most of them ain't prototypical pro-style college quarterbacks. It's just a different game. It's just different reads and stuff like that. So
I agree.
yeah, you don't see that too often.
Any other thoughts, Boone, before we wrap up tonight?
Gee, I'm trying to think. Shit, what else was I gonna say? Oh man, y'all guys shouldn't be scrimmaging freaking each other. I mean, if you're a Washington County team, don't scrimmage another Washington County team.
I've been saying, we got enough KFFL teams and county teams that they all can just scrimmage each other.
Exactly. Go out there and scrimmage each other, different teams. Don't scrimmage nobody that you're getting ready to play against, because, one, you're not going to – I don't care if you got referees out there or not. Hell, referees don't do shit in-game when you're out there getting carried on. So what's going to happen when you're out there talking shit one-on-one out there in the fucking field with knowing it's not a game, you can't get suspended or nothing like that? Guys going to be arguing and pushing each other and shit like that. So I definitely wouldn't scrimmage no team that you got to play in the league. That's just, you don't want to do that. You don't want to get the guys all riled up.
I understand that. I personally, like I said, I wanted to see Killer Bees and Broadax go against each other instead, because that's healthy.
Right, exactly.
They're going to keep it orderly. They're just trying to get some bump with each other. I want to see more of that.
Right. well, not only that, if you scrimmage a KSFL team, you can actually work on your plays and stuff like that. So what's the point of doing a scrimmage if you're playing against a team that you got to play against and you don't want to show them nothing?
No, I agree with that. I've been making that point for years.
Yeah, what are you scrimmaging for? If you're not out there trying to get better or work on your plays, what's the point of doing the scrimmage? So you're going to go out there and what? Just run around? So, that kind of don't make no sense to me.
I get what you're saying. You don't want to show too much, especially when it comes to those games. You want to be able to show something against the team you won't play. And truthfully, teams like Warriors won't ever face, say, the Browns in the regular season.
Right.
So
exactly.
there's the opportunity to get some plays out there.
Right. And then, like I said, when we do a scrimmage, when we scrimmage teams for like 8-man and shit like that, we try to scrimmage teams that we don't play against. That way I can work on goal line plays. We'll set it up, at the 5-yard line and just do each of us get 5 or 6 plays from the 5 so you can work on plays and shit like that. You can't do that if you're scrimmaging a team in the league that you're playing. Because now when you get to go play them in a game, they've already seen what you're going to run. They already know your route combos.
That is true.
So, like I said, I would definitely scrimmage a team outside of the league. I just think it'd be better.
I think so, too. Anyways, Boone, we're about done for tonight. Any final thoughts?
Yeah. Final thought is, man, everybody watch film. Watch film, man. Go back through and watch some of the playoff games from last year, some of the championship games. Learn your opponent. If you want to get better, learn your opponent. Know what the hell is going on out there. Know what their tendencies are, what they like to do. I don't know if enough teams do that. I know ADR always did. Between me, Dame, CJ. That way, when we were playing, we already knew, hey, it's 3rd and 15. This team is going to run the smash route. Outside guy's going to do a 10-yard curl. The slot guy's going to do a corner route. So, learn, pay attention, know what the other team and teams like to do, what the defense like to run.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody stay safe in practice, man. Nobody go out there, and that's another thing with scrimmages, that you're going to go out there, run it all hard and stuff carrying on, bump knees with somebody or jam some fingers or break a finger. You don't need that right before the season starts. It's good to get practice and stuff like that, but that's why I say scrimmage somebody outside of your league so that you're not out there going so hard. I just don't want to see no dumb injuries, before the season starts.
Exactly. I agree 100%.
So, Ross, I ain't get to say what's up, buddy. How you doing?
What's up, boo?
Not much, man. Shit. Hey, my final thought is, what the hell's all these team managers out here paying these days?
I don't know. Apparently, people are paying all kinds of things to sign for people.
That's what I noticed.
Yeah. Ross, your pockets must be. I thought you just had a baby. I didn't know your pockets were deep like that.
I did just have a baby.
That's what I'm saying. You out there signing Coley, dude. That's like fucking. That's a max contract guy right there. That's tough.
I work in mysterious ways.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say. I do my thing.
And J-Dub must be saving his stripper money because he's paying out some contracts over there too.
That reminds me. He owes me. I think he owes us a TBT trip. Let's get
we're supposed to. Yeah.
Let's get the ball wrong in that team meeting, fellas.
Does he owe us a TBT trip too?
Yeah,
that's
good.
literally what I just said.
So technically, he kind of owes me 2 trips.
2 trips?
Because my original agreement with J-Dub was if we beat them in the playoffs last season.
Oh.
Green Cow. I'm talking about last year.
Right.
Yeah. So now he owes me. Oh man. Let's make this.
Yeah. So
let's get that TBT family gathering together. I like that.
Jay Dub
So-
makes some trips. Yeah, he's signing
And,
contracts.
there's still some big players out there too to sign, man.
Yes,
Like
there is.
I heard Clancy's on the team.
You think he's on the
I
team?
heard he's on the team. So I don't know.
I'm about to sign
Clancy to
my
pure
number for
chaos,
safety.
perhaps?
Yeah, but he might not be. So I mean, I don't know. I just heard he was on the team or he's playing on the team.
I heard a really weird rumor that that pure chaos might be signing a couple guys from the circuit.
Oh shit! Yeah,
I don't know. I just something I caught wind of. Don't know how true that is.
I'm sure there's some players, out in the Maryland area that's probably close enough that would want to come play at least a couple games, and just to get into the playoffs.
You only need one game to play playoffs in county.
Yeah. So you only need one. So, shit.
We'll see who's got
I don't
who.
doubt that. So, all right, my friend. Good show tonight.
Thank you.
Everybody's pretty hyped. Everybody's pretty excited.
I'm excited.
Can't wait. I'll talk to you when you do your next show. We'll go over. I'll go over my roster and everything with you.
All right. We'll hit you up in a couple weeks, Boone.
All right, buddy. All right, Ralph. Peace.
Hey, bud.
Peace.
And with that, we end this show.
Let's cut it off, Ross. It's been a heck of a night.
I think you got bad, man.
You go to bed?
Yeah.
Can't even
Signings
next out.
got me tired.
Yeah.
All these free agent signs got me tired.
You got a busy off season, buddy.
Signing contracts left and right.
Who else do you got under your sleeve, Ross? No one could see you hand gesturing.
I don't have very long sleeves, so there can't be too many more.
Can't imagine.
If Clancy's looking to play safety, though, I'm sure I could work him in
There's that all for Clancy. Safety for the Warriors.
there. Tivis can say a broad axe, though.
Tivis the broad axe.
Tivis had his chance to join his team and he didn't take it.
We'll see how it goes. For Ross Collins, I'm Joey Blaze.
Okay,
Have a wonderful night.